Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. So today I'm documenting these two photos of my dogs Buddy and Chester, and these were taken last year on their near to or on or near to their birthdays. And yeah, I haven't actually scrapbooked them, and I normally would scrapbook them individual pages, but yeah, I got two similar photos in the garden, so I thought, and because it's, you know, over a year ago, I thought I'd scrapbook them and give them a page together. At this time, Buddy had got a spinal condition. He'd got a slip disc actually, and so he's in strict confinement. So I couldn't get my usual nice photo of him, you know, because he had to have his harness and everything on. So maybe that's why I didn't scrapbook it then. I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing that now. So I've pulled out some of my dog themed stamps here. I've got my new Chanel main character, amazing glitter alphas there, the Fitzgerald style. Two little wood hearts here that I've inked in red and sort of a purple colour. I don't know if you can quite tell that's that purple colour, but it is. And that's because, although he hasn't got them on, Chester's lead and harness and collar are all purple and Buddy's are all red. And I've picked out two stamps from those stamp sets over there. And what I'm going to do, this is going to be my background basics 16 layout. So it's the collaboration that I do with my lovely friend Moira O'Reilly on the 16th of every month, where we create our own backgrounds using our tools. So we don't use any pattern paper. We use our stamps, our stencils, our inks, our dies if we've got die cutting machines, scissors, you know, whatever we want to use. It's just a way of using our tools and our stash really, because we do allow embellishments, of course. I quite often do stamping. I like stamping, and I'm going to do a little bit stamping today, but I'm also going to work with ink today. So I've got my little inker here, and I've chosen the Distress ink in brushed corduroy, and I'm going to create my background using that. I've got these Simple Stories foam, Colour Vibe foam alphas in red to make Buddy's name. I'm going to make Chester's name out of this set here, and I'm going to create a background using this inker and this ink pad. So I've got these sort of in place where I think I'm going to have them roughly, and I think I'm actually going to leave them there whilst I do the background. My idea was just to add some of their colouring to the background in different places and go off the page a little bit as well. Oh dear, I probably should have put something underneath there. I have to wipe my, you know, craft mat up afterwards, obviously. I'm going to do it random, and there's no like, I'm not sort of planning it or anything. I'm just creating a lovely sort of background with the colouring of the doggies. Sort of a spotty background, which, you know, is one that we probably would purchase, isn't it? And I'm doing it in different shades of this brown. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing into it twice for a darker colour and just once for a lighter colour. Just going to be a simple dotty background. I like that. Maybe I actually like that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm not using my stencil to do this today. I'm just using my, you know, freehand, and yeah, pleased with that. I do need to wipe up those marks then, because otherwise it's going to go everywhere, isn't it? Sorry if I nudge the camera there, make it wobble. Just wipe that up a little bit so it doesn't go, you know, I don't get it on my hands and everything. So the first thing we're going to do is pop the photos down, because they are going flat to the page as they are. See if this is, I think in my previous video this was running short, you know, it's running out, so I think I need to get another one. Okay, that's a replacement. Much easier to use. I wasn't over keen on that Crafter's Companion brand. I've not been over keen on it whilst I've been using it actually. If this one works out, the Sticks 2, I might stick with that. Stick with the Sticks 2. Stick with the Sticks 2. Now then, is that how I want it to go? Maybe I've body a bit straight and chest on the angle with him looking up in the photo. Like that. There. And my other idea is to perhaps do a little bit of doodling, so use my Energel brown pen here, just doodle around some of the circles. I've done this before, layouts, just like that. And I wanted to stamp this here, so happy birthday to you. And I think I'm going to use this Distress Ink in Dusty Concord, which is my most favourite ink pad colour ever. I absolutely love it, and I don't use it very often because it's just it's not a colour that's in my everyday life. I'm just going to ink up that and test it before I actually place it down. That's not too bad. It's meant to have a distressed look to it, that's why it's called Distress Ink. It doesn't give a smooth image, but I like that. That's fine. Happy. Probably should have moved that stamp out of the way first. Press it down. There you go. Cool. That looks good. I like that. And then the other one says birthday to you. Now then, do I do that in red or do that in purple? I've got my red ink pad out, ready. I think I'm going to have a practice and just see what I think. Make sure I get it the right way round, obviously. And although this does say happy birthday to you, it did come from my Paper Smoochers dog themed stamp set. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I like that in red. So we've kind of mixed up, that's Carnation Red archival ink, and what I've done is I've dropped that on the paper. But luckily it didn't you know, make a mark, I don't think. I'm using the purple for Chester and the red for Buddy, so there's a little bit of the colour in there for them. And what I might do also is maybe add a few paw prints from my clear stamp set here. Got lots of words and things that I could use as well. I've got the little hearts that I think I'm going to use with then where I put their names. Got to squeeze Buddy's name into that bit there and maybe put the heart in the middle. I'm not sure yet. We'll pop that there so we don't forget. I've also got ink splatters out, so I've got my Dilutions ink spray and my Heidi Swap Colour Shining Gold. Thinking I might add a paw to some of those circles. Practice again. That looks fine. Now I want this to be inked up a lot. Like I want to load it with quite a lot of ink because I want it to be darker than, you know, what I'm stamping it onto. I want it to show. Tone on tone, but show, that's it. This one as well. There, and then I think I'll pop one on here. There. So that's the paw prints added. We'll stick Buddy's name down. I don't know what Moy was doing. We say it every month. We don't know what each other does. We just wait and see on the day. It's just a bit of fun, and yeah, we just really enjoy using our sort of stash and our tools. And inks, obviously, you know, they are tools. They are stash. You kind of don't think of them, I suppose, as sorry. I lost my train of thread there. You know, something that you would use up because it's kind of something that you would have in your stash for a long, long time. It's not like a sticker set or something. But yeah, still part of your stash and still good to use your ink pads and your inks. Right, that's bad. Don't know if I can't quite remember if I've got sorted out my photos for this year yet. their birthdays. Right, that's Buddy 5. Just about fits on there, doesn't it? I think we do need, oh yeah, I might have to move it over slightly. Try and have a nice gap in between where I can put the heart. Can be a little bit tricky to place these foam alphas. They are a bit flexible. I'm not sure where I got the idea from to do these, but I know I did a layout one time before, and I did that. It might have been a Christmas layout. I'm not sure. I have to see if I can find it. Well, I'll find it when I do all my with my refiling that I'm doing. But yeah, I'd sort of remembered about that layout, and that's how the idea came to me. And I thought to myself, I want a nice background, sort of themed to the doggies, but in this case it's themed by sort of the colour of the doggies, as opposed to like an icon, although I have obviously added the paw prints. Right, so I've popped that little heart down there, and that's Buddy's name. I thought I'd take these stickers off of this background with you, because it's new and I've only just started using it. I didn't want to start chopping into it like I normally do when I'm choosing letters for my layouts off camera. I don't know if I'm going to do any journaling on here. Probably will mention about Buddy being in confinement, maybe. I haven't actually left anywhere, have I? I could just write something in one of the white spaces. I'm not making a very good job of pulling these alphas off. They're very fine, aren't they? It's a fine, tall, thin alphabet. And they're actually not coming off of the background that easily, which is good. It means they won't fall off. But it also means you have to wrestle with them a little bit. Don't think I have to worry about having enough alphas for this layout. First time that I'm using this set. Right, okay, we'll get those neat before we do the number. And then I've got to remember the little heart there as well. These are a little bit tricky to place as well. I do like foam alphas. They probably are my favourite, but they can be tricky to place. And that's kind of a good thing in a way, because you can sort of make sure you get your placement right without worrying about them sticking down solid the first time you put them down. But it also means that, yeah, you do have to play around with them. There. I think that's going to be fine. Stunning. Absolutely stunning alphabet from Chamel. Main character energy collection. And probably, I would imagine, well, I think it's probably one of my favourites. Just the colour is absolutely stunning. There. Chester. Now we have Chester's got double figures. Good job these alphas are thin, isn't it? Got to try and fit them on. And the heart. I'm having trouble peeling them off. But they do stick down good, so that's the most important thing, because you wouldn't want to be after adding fine glue to these. Could pop that one a bit further over, couldn't I? Scooch that one over slightly. And that one over slightly. Put the glue down for the little heart there. I think we just about manage to fit that on. Just about, right to the edge. So Buddy's 5 and Chester is 10, or he was. Buddy's now 6 and Chester's now 11. And thankfully they're both out of confinement, because if you follow me you'll know that Chester had surgery this year on a cruciate ligament injury that he had. So he was in confinement, and Buddy was in confinement quite a lot of last year. So yeah, thankfully they're both able to go walks and things now. Chester's not really allowed to play ball anymore, which is not nice for him because it's his favourite thing to do, but we try and do other things with him. Right, I don't know if you can tell that that's this colour. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't quite tell. Hopefully it doesn't look black, hopefully it does look purple. Right, there's not a lot else to do to this layout other than maybe add a little bit of gold. Golden brown mist. Just gave those a little shake off camera. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of both of them. I do need to add sort of the date as well, don't I? I'm going to do it. I'll do this mist where I've done the paw prints. It dries quite quickly. And I'm thinking, do I need to do the gold where I've done the doodling or where I've done the paw prints? I think I'm going to do it where I've done the paw prints. I'll just let it dry a second. I think that's dried a little bit. Hopefully they won't mingle, but I'm not too bothered if they do mingle, to be honest. This gold is quite thick now. It's sort of thickened a bit because there's not much left in it. Oh, quite a bit came out there, but that's fine. And I have to give my craft mat a good wipe over, I think, once I've finished. I haven't got the exact dates when I took the photos, so I'm going to check those once I've finished and possibly add the date down somewhere here. And I need to do a little bit of writing here as well, don't I? Just really saying that the birthday boys and that Buddy's in confinement still. Shall I do that here? Yeah. Right, so the birthday boys, poor Bud is in confinement, so no pub visit or beach play. Bless him. Right, I think we're finished. I will add the date afterwards, like I've said already. Yeah, so 2 different alphas used here, my new alpha and an older alpha. Created my own, I think, really nice background using just a foam inker, foam pad. These little circle pads that you can get. I'm sure you can, I don't know if you can get them in other shapes, but probably maybe square, not sure. But yeah, just to create that really nice. I'm really pleased with it. I did think about mounting this layout onto darker brown or green or grey even, but I changed my mind because I just wanted with it being my background basics layout, I wanted the background to kind of like be the focus. So I didn't feel as I needed to frame this layout. I need to wait for this to dry. So yeah, I've used my ink pads, I've used my mist sprays, I've used my journaling pen, and I've done stamping in different places. So yeah, really pleased with the tools that I've used on this layout to create my background basics this month. So I'll add the date, take a photo and pop that at the end for you, and please hop over and see what Moira's been doing for her layout this month. There'll be a link as always below to our Instagrams and our YouTube. So we both do Instagram and we both do YouTube, and depending on what products we use, we sometimes, you know, you might see our layouts pop up in other places as well. So once again, thank you for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.